Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's going on? Fabio coming back with the live video. I know it's been a while since I've been live, so I wanted to take the opportunity since I had a little downtime to go live, chop it up with you guys, and answer any questions that you have. I really don't have a specific topic to talk about. I just got off of coaching probably a little more than an hour ago. So that went well. But any questions that you guys have, feel free. For those that know, outside of the cleaning business, I kind of jumped into the music thing. I had some semi luck in getting people booked. Sorry, guys, the other phone is going crazy. Uh, yeah, let me see. Let's see what we got here lined up here. Sorry about that, guys. Taste of Luxury. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? So yeah, outside of the cleaning business, you guys know I jumped into the music stuff. So more like promoting. I'm pretty good at selling and promote myself and promoting others if given the privilege. Hold on, guys. One second, guys. I gotta make a call real quick. One second, guys. I'm so sorry. Hey, love. No, I didn't get it because I knew you wasn't here. But huh? No, because I didn't want it to be cold. So just when you get here, just let me know and we go together. All right? All right. Okay, well, I'm just getting in anyway, so that's cool. All right, all right. Yeah. Huh? Okay. Somebody said they quit their cleaning business. No, why you do that? I'm the only one doing disinfecting, and it's the most lucrative ever. Yeah. Hey, that's the best way to go. So yeah, real quick, guys, we answer any throw your questions up. I'm gonna go ahead and answer your questions. Like I said, I don't really have a subject to kind of go into right now. I do have one spot left for the coaching from last year. That's just a 12-month coaching, 6-month lead generation. If you want it, $1,000 out the door. I won't be offering any coaching for the duration of 2021. I'm all booked up, got a lot going on. So yeah, so I bought a book, about the music industry. I've been reading a lot of books about it. I want to get better, as good in the music and the promoting and the marketing and development of artists and different things like that as I do with the cleaning business. So I know a lot about the cleaning, so I'm gonna try to parlay that into the music and see how successful I could take it. Okay. So lucrative. If I want to be the behind the scenes guy, I would suck as a rapper, suck as a singer, as a rock star, all of that stuff. Okay. Uh, okay. So now we got that out the way. Let me see what we got here on the questions, guys. Hi, Fabio. Hey, how's it going? I'm not sure if I pronounce your name. I don't want to butcher your name there. Music is going. Yeah, music is a big thing. But I have to stay humble now. Why you? Well, you say I quit my cleaning business. It's on autopilot made by killing on crypto. Oh, okay, crypto. Well, I wouldn't. Have you invested in crypto? No, I actually got books on crypto too, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I don't understand that market enough, so before I actually invest into anything, I have to understand it. Such as like even real estate. I really don't understand real estate either, but I have a lot of books. Haven't taken the time to read them. I have audio books. Haven't taken the time to really listen to them, but I know it's a lot of money that can be made. I do understand the bird dogging format. I did that a few times, and where you assign contracts, you match the buyers with the sellers, you get the the motivated seller under contract. You sell the contract to an investor. I've done that before. Found moderate success with that. But that's like the gist of my real estate career, I guess, if you will. But yeah, so music, real estate, crypto. I think all of those are fantastic markets. AI, artificial intelligence. I think that's the new wave. That's the wave of pretty much every industry. If you could find a app, or you can find a way to automate something without, to make other people's lives, a lot better. I made 3,500 Bitcoin, only invested $50. Hey, that's a lucrative. That's a lucrative deal. Um, that's very lucrative. Let me see. It's amazing how the bull market has been on lit. Yep. I even do the stocks. I have the Robinhood app on my phone, so I'm checking the stocks. It was over the media the last few weeks or so about a big, thing going on with that app. But I'm pretty safe to say that I think just like any market, it's going to fluctuate. It's going to have this situation. It's amazing. Let me see here. So glad to see you. You look great. Nice ventures, blessings. Hey, how's it going, Angel? How are you? Don't use the Robinhood, please. You say don't use the Robinhood. Well, I still have it. Every company has their up and downs. So, for whatever reason, I still have good faith in Robinhood. They're just going through some things right now, right? But I think they will bounce back. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, throw them out to me. Like I say, I do have one coaching spot left for anybody that wants it. Email me at Hollywood Janitorial Serve. Serve is SERV at gmail.com. Hollywood Janitorial Serve. Put in the subject line, sign me up. We get you signed up for the coaching, 12-month coaching, 6-month lead generation, and help you propel your cleaning business to the next level. Okay, so that's what we got going on, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to throw them out. We'd love to answer them. This is close to a free coaching that you guys would get probably. As you see, I don't do the lives no more. I'm trying to come back with the regular videos. So I'm gonna get back on the schedule. Right now, we're working on a studio where I'm gonna actually shoot the videos. So that's coming in the coming weeks. We're ordering backdrops and different things. We got a lot of different things coming. Let me see here. How do I get over the fear of failure? It's keeping me from getting started for years. Well, the way I look at failure now, in the beginning, I felt like I was forced, right, because my back was against the wall. Back in 2012 when I first started my cleaning business, you guys heard my story where I was working this sporting goods store, right? And they kept lowering my hours to the point where now I didn't understand why. I'm not going to say the best, but one of the best salesmen in the shoe department, right? That they had, right? But they kept lowering my hours, so I couldn't understand, like, how am I helping you make money, but you're lowering my hours? So it's safe to say that it got down to like 15 hours a week, right? And I felt like my back was against it. It just didn't make sense for me to go to work for 15 hours a week. So at this point, I'm staying with my brother, right? And I see this course in the back of the book, right? I ordered this course, Your Clean Future course, for $200. It was like $208 with shipping, right? So I get it, I read it from cover to cover, but I don't do anything with it, right? I sit on it for about 14 days or 2 weeks. Right, I don't do anything with it. I'm all amped up. I'm all excited. I'm like, hey, I'm about to do this cleaning stuff, and then I don't do anything with it. Fast forward a little bit, mind you, money is coming out of my account. The car breakdown, you got to fix that. You got to eat. You got to do this. You got to pay this. So I have money that was saved up from my time working, but there's no money going in. So eventually, this money is gonna be gone, right? So bills and different things coming up. So I'm steady, like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I feel like, well, I'm not gonna do no job because I feel like no one is just gonna hire me right now. It's in the winter, it's February and everything. And actually my anniversary was last week from when I started my cleaning business. But anyway, so it's in February, it's 2012, right? So snow and all of this stuff. So I'm like, well, I got to start going door to door. So I tell myself I'm going to go door to door, but I don't. So what I do, I pick up the phone. I pick up the phone, the yellow pages. I start making calls. Didn't know what to say. So this is going to lead into my how I get over the failure, right? So I start making the phone calls. I didn't know what to say, and then I don't get any bookings, no contract, no nothing, no traction or anything. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what can I do? So at this point, guys, I'm like, well, I gotta start hitting the doors. I gotta knock doors. Now I didn't want to do that because at this time a car is breaking down, had broke down, right? Have to get that fixed. So I get loaded up. My backpack, you see the old videos on my channel where I had the backpack. So I'm loading it up. I'm got my business cards at this point. I got everything situated. So I go start knocking doors, right? And I did it. I swear to God, I did it Monday through Friday. I took the weekend off, did it Monday through Friday. Only took an hour for lunch. And it's cold as hell. I got hot chocolate, right? I'm on the bus. I'm waiting on the bus line. So it was terrible. But I managed to get somebody to tell me yes. And when I tell you that yes was $300, right? That was a $300 account for the month. Okay, well, at this point, I wasn't bringing in no dollars, right? So for me to go from no dollars to $300, somebody gave me a chance and told me yes. I feel like that restored faith in myself that I'll be able to get out there and do it. So that's exactly what I did. So I figured, well, if I got one account for $300, I'm sure I can get two or three more accounts for $300. That was my mental. That's where I was at mentally with it. So it was for as far as the fear to go back to how you get over the fear of failure. Um, I did reverse engineering. What would happen if I don't do what I know I should do, right? Forget the fear of somebody telling me no. What would happen if I don't do what I know I should do, right? I won't make money. I won't be successful. I won't be, I won't uh, be able to live how I want to live or do what I want to. I won't be able to do these things. That was my mental at the time, right? So that's pretty much how I got over my fear of failure. I figured I got one shot at this thing. And the only person that could ever stop me from starting on my own dreams and making it to the top was me, right? Was absolutely me. So I took advantage of that, guys. I took advantage of that. So to fast forward things now, it's not that I don't have failure or I don't fear failure. Right now, I'm doing so well in terms of my business and just other ventures and different things like that that is ingrained in you at this point. Sure, when you go meet up with the 800-pound monster or gorilla, whatever terminology you want to use. When you go meet up against the adversity or the ops or whoever, right? Sure, you're gonna be thinking like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this, but you have to give it a shot. It's like the guy that wants to play basketball, but he never shoots the ball, right? So in order for him to become a better basketball player, you have to, take a few shots, right? Take a few shots. He's going to miss a lot, but he's going to make a lot, right? So again, guys, I can give you a lot of analogies and a lot of different things. You just have to do it. You have to do it. I teach people in my coaching. Some people be, so afraid. They say, Fabio, I can't do it. I don't want to get out. And I say, well, why would, it's okay. You don't want to get out for yourself, but why would you put your kids up against the wall like that? So I have to say something impactful for it to resonate for them. Well, why would you do that? Then how are the kids going to eat, right? Well, I'm on unemployment, or I have this check coming in. Well, what if it stopped? What if the government just stopped? What if it stops in? What's going to happen? How are you going to pay your bills, right? So I hate to go that deep into it, but it's our reality. They across the country, I was reading the other day, they was cutting food stamps off for people. I don't know what they call it in your area, but out here they call it the bridge card, EBT or whatever, right? So they were cutting people off, right? So again, nothing is guaranteed, not even Social Security, guys. not even Social Security. So I was talking to somebody, not too long that was on my Facebook that joined my coaching, and he was like, "Man, you know what? It's just it's just hell out here, man. It's no contracts in Michigan." I say, "The hell? What are you talking about? When I'm picking up contracts in Michigan, right? I don't care what area, Allen Park, Southfield, Roseville, East Point, Grosse Point, Chesterfield. I don't care. I'm picking up contracts. I'm everywhere, right? Be- Hello. Yeah, I'm on a live video on YouTube. So I don't know if you text this number or the other phone, but I'm on a live. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. hmm I don't know, love. But what did you ask me in the text? No, just go ahead. I'm cool. I'll just wait till you come back. Um, yeah. Want me to get back after I do this? All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, so forgot my train of thought. Help me, guys, remember where I was at with it. But um, what's up, Fabio? Hope you're doing. Hey, I'm doing good, bud. I'm doing good. How do you get over the fear of failure? Yeah. So all I say is you have to get out there. You have to do it. Um, you know, like I don't have any kids or whatever, but that would probably be my biggest motivation, guys. Like f me, f me, right? I would feel like I would not only like if I don't do it for the sake of me, then I'm gonna have to do it for the sake of the kids, right? Or if you don't have kids, or it's got to be some sense of motivation somewhere. Maybe your mom, you want to make her proud. Maybe grandma is sick or something like that. You will want to help her out. You will want to create this space where you can, help make other people's lives comfortable through the sake of your cleaning business or starting any business for that matter. I talk to people in the coaching too, and they say, "Well, Fabio, I just want to use cleaning, but my passion is such and such." So I say, "Look, business is business as a whole." I say, "Well, I can coach you on whatever business you want to start. If this is not your passion, don't do it just because you think it's easy money. It's not easy. It's going to take work. Now, the residuals would be great, right? But in order for you to keep those residuals, you have to keep keep your customers, the customer retention. You have to keep your employees, right? Because obviously, they help you free up time so you can go get other contracts. So you have to kind of keep the ball. It's a lot to it, right? But in the beginning, you have to be everything. You have to be the employee. You have to be the HR. You have to be the administrator. You have to be everything in the beginning. And I think that's what crippled people. I think people feel like, you know what, I really can't do this. I haven't gotten a contract. If a person tell me in 365 days that they haven't had at least 10 walkthroughs and have not gained at least one contract out of 10 walkthroughs, having gained at least one contract out of 365 days, I'm inclined to believe you're not working as hard. You're not doing your absolute best, right? You owe you. You're not doing what you should be doing or supposed to do, right? I would be inclined to believe that because I've seen people. I got people now. I won't say any names because we don't do that. But I got people that's in my coaching that was homeless. I'm literally talking to them at a shelter, right? They have like a soccer mom van. They have a pet, and I'm telling them like, look, I know you love your pet, but right now you have to get rid of the pet. Like I've talked to people like this, right? And they're part of my coaching. I've talked to people that came fresh out of jail. I'm talking about thugging, right? Fresh out of jail. and now they're making money. When they first start, I mean, they had to go and get a cash advance to come up with the money to get in the coaching, right? And then in a matter of time, I don't want to make it seem like it was overnight because it's not an overnight process, but in a matter of time, just doing what I say, trying this, trying that, doing this, doing that. Now they're up 10 grand. I mean, I literally can call these people on the phone, right? They're up 10 grand. They then email me the checks. 2 grand for this one, 3 grand for this. They did a disinfecting. They did a fogging for this. They did this for this. They picked up some house cleaning contracts. You know, they finally bought this equipment. I got people that didn't have no equipment that now own equipment, right? And I told them, hey, don't do it. But they say, well, Fabio, you remember you did a video. You said if I find a good a piece of equipment, you know, maybe at a liquidation or at a go ahead and buy it if I could afford it. I feel like I could afford it. And they own this equipment. But I'm just thinking back and we talk about it. Like I said, we don't say names, but I'm just thinking about it like, bro, just about a year ago or 2 years ago, you were just locked up, bro. Right? You got out. You didn't have no money. You had to get a cash advance from the check cash in place to loan them the money to get into coaching, and was able to pay that back in a matter of weeks. Start his cleaning business. Now he's up 10 grand a month. Right? Now that's not a whole hell of a lot of money, but it is a lot of money when you don't have any money. Okay? And I got a gazillion ones. My homeless guy started with a shelter, right? And I told him, well, if I was you, this is what I would do. This is how I would maneuver. So I helped him, you know, just kind of craft from the shelter, the transition from a shelter to his own 1 bedroom apartment. I say, just start there. 1 bedroom apartment. It's just you. You know, you got to get rid of the dog for now. You can always, I guess, go back, but give the dog to the Humane Society or, you know, whatever, the animal keeper, whoever, control or whatever. And then you can always go back and get the dog if the dog is still available at that time, right? But we got to get you together first, and then we can worry about going back to try to retrieve the dog, get the dog back, right? Again, the same thing. This person started him in the coaching. He was homeless. He was at the shelter. He said, hey, man, I only got so many minutes I could talk to you, but I'm taking notes. I'm going to ask you as many questions as possible. Come on, guys, let's get these likes up. So I like to give these stories because watch Undercover Billionaires, the show you how to start from. Yeah, well, that's TV, and it's a bit of theatric in that too because they got to make it entertaining, right? The thing is that those people in that type of show, Undercover Billionaire, already know how to think like billionaires, right? They already have money. They already know how to think like millionaires. They already know how to think like billionaires, right? So they can, and they have resources, right? So again, they cut and paste and edit the videos and edit the show and this and this and that. And it's good for TV because it restore faith that you like, oh, I can do this because if they can do it and they went undercover, they can do it. They started with nothing. Yeah, but they have money, right? They have money and they already know how to think themselves out of a paper bag. Whereas the guy that never had no money, that's in the shelter with a dog, that has like a soccer mom van, or the guy that's fresh out of jail, that's never done this before, right? He's never had a significant amount of money besides a little street money. Well, you don't want him to go back that way. He's never done business before. Come on, guys, let's get those likes up. Help me with the algorithm here, guys. Come on, you know how we do it over here. Keep it all the way 100. We keep it real, right? So help me. But yeah, so again, like I say, those type of shows, those people already know some things, right? Whereas if you match those people with the everyday people that is just out here, they don't necessarily know where to start. They don't necessarily know what to do, right? So again, you know, I see where you're coming from. It's good for entertainment, but that type of show I think wouldn't necessarily help the everyday average person. It might give you some pointers, some educational points in there, and some motivation. But again, we got to think those people already know quite a bit, and those people already have money. Okay, but like I say, guys, you got to stay motivated. You got to stay motivated. And like I always say, after every video damn near, the only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. And I really believe that, because only you can cripple you. The haters can't cripple you, right? The haters can't cripple you. Your boyfriend can't cripple you. Your mom and dad, whoever don't believe in your dream, they can't cripple you. Only you can cripple you. Okay. Um, like I say, the only way to really get some momentum going and get some traction is just doing something. Doing something. Eventually, you keep doing something long enough, you will get the traction in anything you do, right? They got these guys, they pay to play video games. First day was absolutely dreadful. They suck, right? And they kept playing video games, playing video games. Now they're on the video game team. Now they're making money. It's literally people that pay people to play video games, right? Bowling, people get paid. They bowl, right? They sucked in the beginning. They didn't know how to throw the ball. They didn't know what to do, right? And as they continued to practice, they got better. And now, they're good at what they do. Once you get your first contract, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that tell me they work and they listen, to my videos as they work, they contract, because again, I resonate with the everyday person, and I know what the hardship is like, and you're always kind of close to going back there. I don't care how much money you have. I was just talking to somebody not too long ago. For me, it's easy to make it, but it's even harder to keep it for me, because there's always so many different things thrown at you. Somebody wants you to buy them this, somebody wants you to do them that, somebody wants you to, you know, invest in this and this and that. So you get all type of emails and all type of offers and all type of, family. They want you to do something for them. But again, guys, you control you. You control you. And until you hone in on what it is you really want to do, and I tell people even in the cleaning business, I say, hey, if cleaning is not your passion and nails is your passion, or hair, like I was just telling one of the people in my coaching, this is a young lady, she joined the coach and she was doing OnlyFans, right? So she had a little money. She was like, I came across your video on YouTube or whatever. She was doing OnlyFans, okay? Won't talk about the activity, but we talked about it. She's from Indiana. And she was like, look, I just want to clean. I always wanted to do a cleaning business. You seem authentic. I like your style. I like how you vocalize your material on your videos. I want to start out with your coach. She started out with the coaching. And again, like I say, I helped her. I say, you got X amount of dollars in the bank, from her OnlyFans revenue. I say the object of the game is to use as less as possible, but make as much as possible, right? To use as less as possible and make more, right? And we got her on the fast track now. She don't have any contracts right now, but she's picking up that traction. A lot of you not even picking up that track. A lot of you not even getting the call backs, right? A lot of you not even getting the walkthroughs. So the fact that she, might not have the contracts, she is getting the traction to go do walkthroughs and yada yada yada. People are calling her back, which is always a good thing, right? So I safe to say she'll be getting some soon, especially if I can help it. She's under my coach. She's gonna get some, right? So at least that's the way I believe. That's the way I think. But yeah, man. All I want you guys to just to stay motivated, stay relentless. You know, um, you have to decide what's more important to you, okay, then execute. A lot of you guys get so caught up in these videos. You're watching every YouTuber that's talking about cleaning business, and you're thinking about joining a franchise, and um, you don't know if you should do franchise or if you. A quick question: have you ever received a commercial contract off of Craigslist? Yeah, years ago I did. Years ago, it wasn't worth much, but I did. Years ago, Craigslist was a reputable source to use, and I would place ads there, put my little flyers up, and I actually did get residential and commercial off of Craigslist years ago. I'll be lying to you if I told you I even been on Craigslist lately. I don't even know what Craigslist look like right now. But if it still exists, I think somebody told me it doesn't exist anymore. So, but yeah, years ago I did get some heat from Craigslist, both residential and commercial. Let me see here. Come on, guys. You have any questions? So proud of you. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate you. Um, Once you get your first, yep, yep. Let me see. Did I forget anybody? Yep, Miguel. Man, I love you guys. I really miss you guys. Like I say, we're gonna start shooting the videos out of a studio, so I'm working on that now. So it'll be a little bit more consistent. We order like a backdrop and things of that sort. So I'm gonna change up my look and everything. I think I'm gonna start doing the necktie, and I kind of dress down now. I think I'm gonna change up the look for the new videos and stuff that's gonna come along. So yeah, I look forward to Jesus Christ, these phones is. I look forward to definitely interacting with you guys more. I really miss you guys. I'll post more on my community tab too. So, and if you just join, like I say, guys, I do have one coaching spot available left for anybody that want it. It's just $1,000, 6 month, uh, 6 month lead generation, 12-month coaching. Okay, so if you're interested, just email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. Serve is SERV, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. And be more than happy to look out for you guys. I'm definitely in you guys' best interests. The object of the game is for me to help you, and we work together as a team, as a unit, united. Solo advice on the solo cleaner. I prefer to clean alone for small residential commercial. You can do that. Yeah, uh, I got somebody that currently does that and make pretty good. The thing is it's harder to grow when you're doing it as a solopreneur or just a solo cleaner. Um, and the reason being is because you're so wrapped up into the cleaning contract that you're doing, whether it's via the residential or commercial, that you tend not to get out and look for more contracts. So your income stays at just the same level. Let me see. Yeah, your income stay at the same level. You don't rise income wise because let me see. I don't mind staying for small and support myself. Yeah, well, if that's your strategy. I would definitely tell you to go for it, right? Just go after accounts you don't mind cleaning because again, when you got 10 and I know, trust me, when you got like 10 accounts and you clean them on a daily basis, a consistent basis, again, you start to get tired out, right? You definitely get tired out. And then it's going to get to the point that it'll show up in your work. And then what'll happen is it'll go from you're all excited, right? You got these 10 contracts. And let's say with the 10 contracts, you're making 5 racks, right? Well, 5 racks might not be a lot of money, but it might be more than what you had. So you're probably content when you say, I can stretch $5,000 out, right? Door to door is the best for getting customers put in your pipeline. Yes, definitely, James. You're absolutely correct. I still feel that way. I don't care how much technology advance and social media advertising and stuff like that, and that works too because we're using it. I'm still a big fan. Maybe because I know how to sell, right? Um, my techniques just work for me, and this is what I teach in my coaching. A lot of people go in with the hard selling. I don't teach that, right? But like I said, doing a solo thing, you can definitely do it. It's just I would say if you're gonna do it, set your goals in bite-sized pieces, and once you reach that goal, go to the next. And you should do this anyway with whatever goal, but don't. So, for an example, if you're a solopreneur, or let's say you're a solo cleaner, right? You say, well, you know what? I'm gonna do this until I'm making 5 grand a month, right? Right now, you might be making, let's say, $1,000 doing. You say, I make 4 more grand, and then I'm gonna start hiring people, or I'm gonna do this until I'm making 10 grand a month by myself, right? just make sure you can manage that. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to keep more. You don't have to pay anything out to employees. That's all fine and dandy. However, it'll stunt your growth. So if you got those 10 contracts, right? Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great, but you want to make sure that you don't stay at 10,000. You don't want to stay at $10,000 for the rest of the year, right? So again, so I would do it in bite-sized pieces. I would say, well, you know what? When I get $5,000, then I'm going to hire somebody. Or when I'm making $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue, then I'm going to hire somebody. But you have to do the legwork to get to the $10,000. Okay, you have to do the legwork. Okay. And then in my head, when I first started off, I said, you know what? I wouldn't do a contract that's less than $100, right? So I have to make at least $100, no matter what I was doing. If it was a residential contract or just a one-time cleaning, or if it was just, I have to make at least $100. I didn't want to do anything less than $100, right? And that's just flat rate. Some people, again, I got videos where I talk about hourly, and I got videos talking about flat rate. Okay. At flat rate, $100. So then if you do $100 times 10, we already know how much that is, right? And then you have to multiply that. So again, if you do the arithmetic, you lay down a game plan, you say, okay, how how can I get to $1,000, right? And you have this game plan. You say, well, you know what? I want at least 10 people to pay me $100, right? And then you just duplicate what you did for the first 10 people. You duplicate that. Whatever you did to get the first 10 people to pay you $100, then you duplicate it, right? Now, what I don't want you to do is get stuck at the $100. I'm just using this as an example, just to keep the number small and to make it make sense, okay? And that's how I did it, right? That's how I did it. So again, I had some goals. I would write it out, early on. I really want to do commercial, but I have a lot of people in and out business telling me that I need to mix it up. Do you agree? Um, yes and no. I think when you're starting off, you should stick with one niche. Okay, stick with one niche in the beginning, because if you mix it up early on, you'll find yourself not being productive at any of it. Okay, so if you want to do window cleaning, window washing, carpet cleaning, commercial, residential cleaning, whatever the case is, you can absolutely do them all. But to do them all in the beginning, it's going to be a big task, and you're probably not going to be successful at any. But if you say, you know what, I'm going to just drive that commercial lane, I'm going to just drive that residential lane, and then you just drive those lanes, once you start making a significant amount of money in either or, then you graduate to the next thing. Then you graduate to the next thing. Like in my business, we do carpet cleaning, window cleaning, post-construction cleaning, fog and disinfect. We do a lot of different things in my business, but I didn't start off that way, right? Residential cleaning, I didn't start off that way. What worked for me? Beginning property management companies to turn out apps. Yeah, property management, it's big money in that. It's big money in that. I don't know if you guys seen the video. I helped a guy, that was in a coaching, close in on a $250,000 deal right here on my YouTube. He kind of interviewed. It was a phone deal. It's in the coaching, but he had several property management companies in his area, and he picked them up. He really had them lined up already. He just didn't know how to close them, right? So once he got into coaching, we got on the phones, we got to doing the numbers and putting it together and putting the plan together, and I actually helped him close the deal, right, by phone. Okay, so he had it lined up. He just didn't know what direction to go. He didn't want to lose the deal, so he paid to get into coaching, and it worked out for him. That was a $250,000 contract for him, and he's doing well out here. So he's doing fantastic out here. Who should I focus? Who should I focus on in marketing? Yeah, I mean, now that your marketing, you can always mix your marketing up, but I would start with property management companies. You can start with property management companies. You can start with a real estate agents, that have property. Um, uh, um, what am I trying to say here? Real estate agents, private owners, private owners that might have property, they might have apartment buildings, apartment complex. They're just private owners. They're not necessarily a property management company. You can go to those guys. Even construction companies, you can contact those guys because, they building and doing construction. So they might be able to kind of shoot you some leads or send you in the right direction. So you just want to be creative, that's all, right? You want to be creative. You don't want to leave anything on the table. It doesn't hurt to try it. Even if it didn't work, it don't hurt to try it out, okay? So just be mindful of that, okay? Let's see here. Guys, have any more questions? Also, guys, if you have questions too, you can always, you don't have to necessarily be in the coaching to email me questions. A lot of people feel like they do. You don't. If you have any questions, you can always email me or leave them here on the video. Or if it's something that you're working on, I do still help people that's not even in the coaching close a contract just because you watch my videos and you part of our community here. I would hate to say, oh, you're not in the coaching, so I'm not going to help you with this deal. If you got a deal, you don't know how to close, you don't know the direction to go, you're not sure on your numbers or whatever, I do still do that at no fee, okay? You just have to line it up by email with Jasmine. We get on the phones and I can kind of coach you through that and help you with it because I get more pleasure out of you guys picking up a contract and saying, hey, Fabio, thanks to your video, I got it, or thanks for talking to you, I was able to get this deal, or you was able to point me in some type of direction and I was able to pick this contract up. So I love those type of stories, okay? So you don't necessarily have to be in the coaching to hit me up or ask me a question, okay? Just want to put that out there. Your lives are a blessing. I have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it. I want you to email me. I'm going to call you Ann because I don't want to, or Annie. Can I call you Annie? Is that a N? A-N-I? I don't want to butcher your name. I'm going to call you Ann. Yeah, definitely, Ann. You can email me. I try to send you, get you back on the track motivational wise. Never give up, right? If it's something you want to do, why not do it? The people that give up, what they don't know is they this close to landing their first contract, but then they gave up, right? So, and I really believe in that. I really believe in that. The contract that you're supposed to get today, somebody else then got tomorrow, right? Because you gave up today and they went into the same building that you were supposed to go into today. They went into that building tomorrow and they was able to pick that contract up. That contract was supposed to be your contract, okay? And I really believe in that. So, again, if you need a sense of motivation, guys, again, a lot of people ask me, Fabio, you do a lot of motivating. What motivates you? How do you stay motivated? Again, I have mentors too, I pay a lot more than what I charge you guys, but I have mentors too. I also listen to YouTube and audio books, and I go back old school. Napoleon Hill, Get the Edge course by Anthony Robbins. I listen to E.T., Eric Thomas, some of the more current guys, but a lot of the old stuff still is valid today, right? And again, whether it's the music stuff, I done hopped into the music stuff, try to give me some artists and that type of thing. Just purchased this book from Amazon today, so I got to dive into it. But music, or whether it's investing in the Roth IRAs and CDs, I talk to my bankers all the time. I want to know what's hot. I talk to my mentors. So, and that's the beauty about working with me, because some of the stuff they teach me and they tell me about, I tell the people that's in my coaching that's interested. Because it's one thing you're making 10 grand a month, but then what do you do with it when it come in, right? Besides pay it out, you don't want to splurge too much. You don't want to do too much. So you got to be able to keep it. You got to have what I call C-on-D, cash on deck, right? You gotta have cash on deck because we never know when you're gonna meet an obstacle. We never know when your business uh, need to make a financial investment, and the worst of the worst would be not to have those funds allocated for that, right? Or not to have money in another account that you can kind of dip into to handle this particular business situation or even personal situation. So you got to definitely save, guys. Keep expenses low. A lot of people think they need an office because maybe they see, other YouTubes or they other people and okay, but what you don't know, guys, is a lot of these people were already in great positions when they first started their cleaning business. They already had a significant amount of savings, in their savings account, so they were able to do a little bit more in the beginning, um, whereas you couldn't, right? So I don't want you guys to say, "Oh, this person is doing it, and this person I can't do it, and this and that." It's not true. Absolutely not. You just have to keep your head on the swivel. You have to remain focused. Okay. I always tell everybody that, right? So, if you guys have any more questions, I love to entertain it. If not, I'll wrap it up. How do you go about networking with subcontractors? Um, that's an ongoing thing. I find subcontractors in groups on Facebook. That's my more popular thing. I check the reference and check the background. I check the reference and I check the background. Okay, if they got qualified reference, they have a pretty decent background, then we can work on putting them under a subcontractor agreement and having them join the team of subcontractors. But I like to use social media, so you can use any social media platform you feel. You place a little ad in a group, say, "Hey, I'm looking for subcontractors for X, Y, and Z." Let them hit your inbox. You know, let them hit your inbox. See how long they've been doing it. Um, Ask them if they got any pictures of their work or video that they can share of their work, so you can kind of see them in action. If not, definitely check out the reference. You want the reference to check out, and you want to do a small background check. You don't want to be really working with a really super bad criminal of some sort, right? So, um, yeah. Let me see here. What do you think about the COVID-19 vaccinations and employees who don't want to take it? You know what? Someone in the coaching asked me that. Um, Here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of the vaccinations uh, for personal beliefs. Um, so, because I'm not the biggest fan and the vaccination, me personally, I won't take it. So, I won't suggest or expect anybody to do something that I wouldn't do. But if they want to take it, good luck. Go ahead, take it. Um, but I wouldn't force it upon employees. Let me make sure I answer this right here. Yeah, I wouldn't force it upon employees. Now, somebody in the coaching, same person that asked me, they say, well, Fabio, what if the person that hire your company say, well, in order for us to hire you, we got to see the results of your uh, the show that you took the vaccination. Then that's a contract that I just won't get. We got to find a way to work it out, or if it's not, if we can't work it out, then that's just not a contract that's meant for us. Okay, because if you basing the quality clean based on a vaccination, then that's it. Now I do understand the fact that you want to make sure the office is safety and it's tidy, and you don't want to spread nothing. But the vaccination itself doesn't stop anybody from catching COVID. And you can figure that out through research. You can look that up, right? It doesn't stop COVID. Like, so just because you got vaccinated don't mean you can't get COVID. Okay, so same thing with the flu shot, right? It doesn't mean you can't catch the flu, right? So that's not what that mean. Okay, but I don't want to get too political with it because my views could be rather radical, right? But like I said, the whole thing in a nutshell is I wouldn't. I'm not doing any COVID testing, right? Now I have did the I mean I have did the COVID testing, This show I'm negative with COVID, but I'm not doing any COVID vaccinations. Okay, I just don't personally believe in it. Some of you guys might do. I don't want to get into a back and forth with about that. But if you do, go ahead by all means. I just personally don't. So I don't expect my employees to do it. Now they have certain regulations where can offer it to them. So from the state, like the state of Michigan, it's certain employers just send out letters where uh, you can tell them what clinics to go to, right? So I got a list came from the state that I issue with checks, um, suggesting where they can go get free vaccinations, but I'm not suggesting that I'm not telling them they have to do it, right? But it's at least something that I have to offer them because it came from the state regulators. Okay, so I got the letter, we passed it along when we was giving out checks, paychecks, and so that's that. If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. Okay. Get out the cleaner business. Oh, let me see. Get out of the cleaner business. Up and build a ultimate sales team. You telling me to get out the cleaner business, build a sales team? Well, I think I got a pretty good sales team now, at least with my lead generation sales team. The guy that do my door knockings, I don't really necessarily do it myself, but then again, he's done it before. He's did door to door sales before, so I hired somebody that been in that field, that's knowledgeable about it, that's done it before. So yeah, but I'm pretty good at motivating and sales. I got a lot of sales books. Read a lot. Reverse engineering, reverse psychology. Getting past the no. You know, but I'm very strategic, very like systematic, methodical, right with it. So yeah, guys, have any more questions? I love to entertain your questions. Have a little time left. After I get off of here, I'm gonna jump in my book. Like I said, I just got this from Amazon. So read a little bit about it. Let's see here. Angel. Oh, that's nice. Hearts. That's nice. Definitely. Yeah, man, I want you guys to win, whatever it is you want to do. Like if you got an idea, you working from home. I understand the COVID might cripple, people in other areas. Other areas might be more popping than other areas. Whatever it is, you just make sure you get out there and you do it. If it's something you can do from home, I don't care if you guys got OnlyFans. Hey, let me help you how to market that, right? Hit me up, email me. If you got an idea, you say, well, Fabio, I got an idea. I just don't know how to take it to the masses, right? 5K profit a month. Okay. 5K. Did I ever buy the Don Lapre 1-900 number? No, I never bought the Don Lapre 900 number. I did buy the Don Lapre package. And Don Lapre, before he passed away, was actually a mentor of mine. He taught me a lot about infomercial, media buying, sales. He was a terrific marketer. But no, I never bought the 900 number. Um, I didn't make a lot of money from. I made $7 the whole year with this system, but I was more intrigued in Don than I probably was the system. So I wanted to know, why was I watching this guy's infomercial every single night? It was so compelling, right? Even after I ordered the course, I was still watching this guy's infomercial. So I had to tap into Don. So what I did was he had a very strict staff where you couldn't get a hold to him, right? I got you, and I'm gonna come to you. So he had a very strict staff. I was able to get past a staff member, and I say hello. I had a meeting, a call meeting with Don Lepre. Um, could you forward me to him or whatnot? Because the number that I guess I have for him, it's not whatever I said. Anyway, they forward the call to Don. It rang. He picked up on his cell phone. So he was like, "Hello, Don Lepre," and I'm like, because I couldn't believe I was kind of stuck. So he was like, "Hello, Don Lepre." I'm like, "Hi, Don. I'm Fabio. I watched your infomercial. I ordered your package. Um, do you have a minute or two? I just want to ask you a few questions and whatnot." Sure, sure, Fabio. I got you. What can I help you with? And I say, well, whatever I said. Anyway, he became a good friend of mine. I flew out to Phoenix. I was set on one of the sets of his infomercial just to see the behind the scenes of it. Been to his house in Phoenix, which I think they sold now because of his passing. And I had his direct house number, Sally Lepre, Torica, Erica, his children. They're beautiful kids. I'm sure they're grown now, but it was just a blast to be able to be acquainted with them, and I learned a lot from a marketing standpoint with Don. So uh, rest in peace to Don. But I actually still have the last. I never deleted it. The last uh, correspondence we had in Twitter, in the Twitter inbox. So I actually still have it in my Twitter account. I never even deleted. Yeah. Do you pay unemployment insurance to employees that you let go? Um, I try not to. I try not to. Um, Unemployment. Uh, I try not to have to pay that out just like any other employer. So usually, what happens is the requests will come in. We get contact by the state, and we turn it down, and then they try to reapply. So the object of the game for me is for you to come back. We can put you back, but we try not to have to pay unemployment insurance. Yeah, that was me too. Him and Carlton Sheets was the real estate guy. Yeah, Carlton Sheets. I never spoke to him. I watched his infomercial. Never ordered his stuff. I ordered all Don stuff. It's just I never went for the back end stuff. So I never did the 900 number. I never, because that was the more pricier stuff. But I did order the course and the material up front. But yeah, I was able to have established a relationship with him, Dean Graciosi, which is like the carbon copy to me of Don Lepre. Don taught Dean how to do it. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You guys have any more questions for me? Damn, my lips are chapped. I need. Oh, do you think 4K a month is realistic for a solo? Yeah, yeah, 4K is definitely realistic. 4K, 5K, right? You just pace yourself. So if you get, let's say for an example, you want to make 4K, you see what you need to, how much you need to make to get to 4K monthly, and you have to be able to retain it, right? So you don't want to just make 4K one time a month. You have to be able to retain it, okay? And that's going to come with great customer service, follow-ups, going the extra mile, making the client happy, making the customer happy, okay? So then if 4K is, let's say, your go-to, number, then once you hit 4K, hire one person. So it's just one person and yourself, okay? That will help free up time a little bit, right? And then as you grow, you hire more, right? And that's what I did in the beginning. It started with me. I would work 30, 60 days in, and then I would hire somebody, right? But not really off the start of things. I would probably work more than that in the absolute very, very beginning, right? Build up the contracts. I think I had about 3 contracts or so, maybe 4. And then I hired one person. And then I split those contracts up between me and that person. They wanted to make more money. They needed the money. It was a help for me. So I would do X, Y, and Z contracts. They'd do A, B, and C. And then as I picked up more contracts, maybe another 3 contracts or so, if I seen that it was cutting too close for me and the person that I had on my team, then I will hire one more person, right? So you kind of got to gauge it, right? So, and this works if you do it this way. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna work like clockwork, right? And then as that person that you hire, that first person, you treat them well, they stay with you, this and this and this. Okay, now when you hire somebody else on, you can make this person possibly that's been there from the start with you a supervisor, right? Or you could keep them as a cleaner, but you keep them as like the crew leader, right? So you hire this other person, so they not technically a supervisor, but they the go-to person. They're like your crew leader, right? Like at McDonald's, they got a crew leader, right? So you can make them like your crew leader, okay? And then they can kind of help you, almost like how an assistant. I train one of my people in my coaching. I won't say her name. She might watch it, but she know who she is. She probably speak and say, "Hey, he's talking about me." But she again went through employees. Now she has this terrific employee, right? That's kind of half and half employee assistant, right? So the employee actually not only clean the contracts, but she do way more for my mentee, right? Again, I'm not gonna say no names, but they know who they are. They'll probably watch this video and chime in or whatnot. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So you start small, you're right. You get to your 4K. Once you get 4K, if it's enough to sustain yourself or whatever the case is, now you pick up a couple more contracts perhaps, and then you might say, you know what, I'm gonna hire one person like Fabio said, and then you work those contracts. You split them amongst you and that one person for as many as you guys can do in terms of contracts, many as you can do, right? And then once you see like, okay, I'm getting tired, I don't want to wear this person out. Yeah, they're getting extra money, extra hours, but I don't want to wear them down. Now you might need to hire one more person, right? You hire one more person, now it's the trio. Okay, it's all three of you guys. So now you all work in conjunction with each other, right? As a cohesive team. So everybody know what account they're supposed to do, what time they're supposed to do it, when, what, where, everybody know everything. Okay, at this point. So again, guys, this is you just want to make it. You want to work smarter, not harder, right? But you want to be practical. You want to make it make sense to you, and that's how I started my business. I made everything make sense to me. Once I sold it to myself, I'm a Virgo. We kind of very analytical. We thinkers, we sometimes overthinkers, right? So once I thought it in my head, I kind of put it down on paper because I didn't want to kind of forget where I was going with it. And then I systematically, same thing, I will write numbers. I say, hey, I want to make 3 grand a month, right? And I play with numbers. One times this is going to give me that. This times this is going to give me that. I can cut this and divide this into two. That's going to give me, like, I played with the numbers, came up with a system. And I said, well, I need X amount of companies to pay me X amount of dollars so I can make 3 grand, right? Then I get to the 3 grand and then I do it again. Now I want to make 6 grand. Okay, so now I'm already at three. Maybe I just need to duplicate what I did to get to three so I can get to the six. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna just duplicate what I did, and right again, you work it down on paper, right? They help you get a little system going, help you get a visual going, right, on paper, and then you go out and work that. You say, I need to make X amount of dollars a month, so therefore I need to get paid X amount of dollars by X amount of companies. Okay, and it should equate to X amount of dollars, whatever that dollar amount is. Okay. And that's how I did it. Worked for me. I don't see why it wouldn't work for you. Your numbers might be a little bit different than mine, but the philosophy is the same. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. You have any more questions, comments? Again, guys, if you're interested in joining my coaching, I do have one spot left. After that spot, I'm not going to offer coaching none in 2021. Okay, because I'm just so busy with a lot of things going on. But I do want to fill this last spot. It's for a 6 month lead gen, 12-month coaching. I'm guaranteeing you at least be able to get your investment back. Okay, if you do what's asked, right? If you do your part, I'm going to do my part, and we're going to work together as a team and make it work. Okay. So for sure, Hollywood Janitorial Serve at gmail.com. Just put in a subject line, sign me up. Hollywood Janitorial Serve at gmail.com. Service, SERV, Hollywood Janitorial, SERV at gmail.com. Okay. If you guys don't have any further questions, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. Okay. We already like a little over an hour, so. What time is it? Let's see. Oh, it's 9:30. It's getting pretty late. Let's see here. All right, guys. Well, it looked like that's going to wrap it up for now, guys. It was definitely an honor to converse with you guys. Thank you guys for coming on the live. I will have some more videos coming soon. I miss you guys. I love you guys. Again, if you have any questions about anything in the business, or if you just got an idea, if you might have a personal issue you got going on. Fabio, how would you navigate with this particular issue that I have going on? I help you out. I can give you my opinion, and you can take it for what it's worth, right? You can, use it, or it might not work for you. Might. So, but anyway, the only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. I'm Fabio Hart. You guys take care. Until next time, be safe, stay out the way, and get busy.